welcome to a very special episode of Chucky's Playground News. And the reason it's so special is because it is the 30th episode of this show. I know. Bask in the glory. I mean, just absolutely amazing. We have reached 30 episodes. I mean, man, that's pretty amazing, let me tell you. I mean, when I started this show, I never thought that it would come into anything, spectacular. But, our support, to the show, people that listen to the show, thank you very much for listening. Just really honored to do this show. It's awesome to do the show. I love doing the show, every weekend, every Sunday. Just checking out what's going on the site, whether it's Chucky related, non-Chucky related, what have you. It's just really, really cool, to do this. And it's just a real thrill to be a part of such an amazing site. It's almost like they're my family in a weird kind of way. But, that's really all I wanted to say. Just really 30 episodes is just amazing. Can't wait till we reach 40, then 50, then 60, then 70, then 80, then 90, and 100. If we reach 100, that is just going to be amazing. It's just going to be so cool. But that's a long way down the road. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. But 30 episodes is pretty cool. I can't wait to see you for another 30 episodes and stuff like that. So it's just amazing to do the show. I love to do the show, as I said. So thank you for listening. And some shout-outs out of the way to my brothers and sisters at Chucky's Playground. Spanky, a really cool guy as well. G, really awesome person as well. Chucky15, awesome. Charlie XCX fan. Amazing video maker. Fans of stuff like Taylor Swift and Rob Zombie and stuff like that. So, music brother. And Undead Punk, great WWE fan, as well. Roman Reigns, hater. But he's also a CM Punk guy and a Paul Heyman guy, so he's awesome, pretty awesome as well. And Tiffany Valentine, great graphics designer, does a lot of great stuff for the site. Dragon Prime, really cool dude. A Capilla, really cool dude. Dragon D4, really cool dude. Almighty Downbar, really cool dude. Simon Gray, great writer. He recently posted chapter 3 of the Battle of Tiffany Valentine on there, so go check it out because his stuff is always amazing. Which really cool person as well, and a sweet face, really awesome person as well. So, all those people are absolutely great, considering them all my friends, and just really great people to hang out with. So, just shout out to all of them because they are awesome. And the first thing I want to talk about is the Chucky hotline, and we discovered that in one of the comics that was based on Chucky. Was that there was apparently a number for a Chucky hotline. It's a pretty interesting thing. We don't really know what exactly was said. I'd assume that it was either just stuff from the movies or something like that. It's kind of what I figured it would sound like. In American Horror Story, it was recently announced that Lady Gaga would have a role in the new season, and the new season will have a theme of hotel. So it's American Horror Story Hotel. And I'm not a huge fan of that subtitle name. While I do kind of think it's a little bit generic. I think they could have done a lot better than just simply hotel. But I am really looking forward to it. I think they can do a lot of really neat stuff in the hotel. And I'm also curious as to what year that it will take place in. If it will take place in the past, it will take place in the present. Hell, it might even take place in the future. Who knows? But just a really cool. It's a really cool show. I started with Freak Show. I need to go back and watch the first 3 seasons because I really liked Freak Show. So really cannot wait for the 5th season of American Horror Story, and I'm really intrigued to find out more about it. And for science, okay, this is interesting. We were all talking about that dress thing that has been exploding the internet for the past couple of days. different colored dresses and stuff like that. And it's either like gold and white or other than that. And at first I saw blue and gold, but then it was revealed to be blue and black, and it was just the craziest thing. But it was a really interesting kind of topic to kind of discuss about, just really interesting. And Chucky reconstructed form. Now, this is a very interesting topic, and what it basically is we were doing something on Chucky Nation, who we kind of partnered with, we're very tight with, and it's a Facebook page, and it's really good stuff, all about Chucky, and we discovered on there that one user pointed out that the remains of Chucky and Bride of Chucky look very similar to the Tommy doll from Child's Play 2. And some of us have theorized that it may be Tommy's remains that Tiffany has instead of the Chucky doll from CP3. And that's a really interesting theory. It can definitely be pretty plausible. The only problem I have with it is how Chucky was able to get his soul inside that Tommy doll. That's really the only thing that kind of makes it kind of weird. But it's still something very interesting to talk about, and it was pretty cool to discuss. And Aquaman, we were talking about the new look of Aquaman, who's going to be in Batman v Superman, stuff like that. And I do like it for the most part. The only problem I have with it is that it's pretty much devoid of color. And that's really the problem I have with Zack Snyder's movies. Like Man of Steel, it was just so depressing and so lifeless to look at. Because it was just like, these colors, it's not colorful. And considering that this is based off a comic book, which is renowned for being colorful, stuff, and it's just depressing to look at. It really does. Someone really needs to explain to Zack Snyder that there's a whole spectrum of colors out there just waiting to be used. But yeah, except for that, I do like the look of it. I think he looks pretty cool. And Finding Dory, it was recently announced that there's going to be a sequel to Finding Nemo called Finding Dory. And I'm surprised it kind of took them this long to come up with a sequel / spinoff to Finding Nemo, considering how successful that movie was. And I'm not the biggest fan of Finding Nemo. I thought it was solid at best. It's not the first Pixar movie I would watch, but I thought it was fine for what it was. I never really was a big fan of Dory, so I probably won't like the sequel or spinoff or whatever it's going to be. But when it comes on DVD, Blu-ray, all that good stuff, maybe I'll watch it then. And what you listen to right now, thread that keeps on going, really cool thread. It's really cool to see what everybody's listening to. It's just really great stuff. And what are you currently playing right now? Any video games that people are playing right now? Right now, I'm playing WCW Backstage Assault. And it's a game that has this reputation for being really crappy. But I actually do really like it. I do kind of like the backstage aspect of it. And I think it's really cool. It definitely doesn't have the best graphics in the world. The graphics are just crap. I mean, really. Even by 2000 standards, PlayStation standards, this was just terrible. But overall, I do like it. I am enjoying it. So that's what I'm playing right now. It's really cool to see what other people are playing right now, whether it's an old game, a new game, stuff like that. So it's just really cool to check out. And what are you watching right now? Really cool little thing. What are we watching right now? I'm not really watching anything at the moment. Really the only TV series I'm watching are like stuff like Monday Night Raw and Better Call Saul. And sometimes Hot in Cleveland. Hopefully, I'll try and catch up on Hot in Cleveland. I'll try and watch the episodes on TVLand.com. And when it returns in March, I'll start watching it. But for now, the only TV shows I watch that are actually on right now are Better Call Saul and Monday Night Raw. And a little bit of SmackDown, too, as well. And finally, what happens to Chucky's soul when he dies? This is a really interesting topic that was brought up. What happens to Chucky's soul when he dies? Does it stay in his body, sort of trapped forever until the next resurrection? Or does it go into some type of purgatory? Or does it even go down to hell? It's just a really interesting topic that is really interesting. So, it was pretty fun to talk about. So that's all for Chucky's Playground News this week. Thank you all for listening. And 30 episodes strong, and we'll see you for another 30 and another 30. And we'll keep doing this show forever and ever. So I'll see you all next time.